Good morning. Good morning. I knew they'd turn it on sooner or later. Thank you for being here today. I am thrilled to be here because you are here. I was a student at Morehouse College. Dr. Benjamin Mays, the late Dr. Benjamin Mays, used to challenge the young men at Morehouse when he would say, "Let it be borne in mind that the tragedy of life does not lie in not reaching your goals. The tragedy lies in having no goals to reach for." It's not a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity to have no dreams. My father walked off the farm at the age of 18, literally with just the clothes on his back, to pursue his goals and his American dream. Dad ended up in Atlanta where he and my mom raised my brother and I. And because Dad had only one kind of equity when he left that farm, he worked as a barber, a janitor, and a chauffeur all at the same time. Because he needed one job to put food on the table, one job to keep a roof over our head, and that third job to save for his American dream. Dad wanted to give my brother and I, Mom and Dad wanted to give my brother and I a little bit better start in life than they did. Just like your parents. Just like we want to do for our children and our grandchildren. And I remember one of Dad's dreams was one day buy a whole house for the family. You see, growing up in Atlanta, we lived in what my brother and I used to affectionately call a half a house. You know, it was a 6-room house with 3 rooms on one side and 3 rooms on the other side, with the wall going down the middle. So my brother and I used to say to Dad, "Dad, why do we live in a half a house?" Dad said, "It's a duplex." "But Dad, we only live in half of it." "It's a duplex." We didn't know that Dad was saving for his dream of buying a whole house. I'll never forget the day Dad came home and told my mother, my brother and I, "Get in the car." We got in the car. It was on a Saturday. Something was special. Man working three jobs as a home on Saturdays. We got in the car. 30 minutes later, Dad pulled up on a little street called Albert Street. Stopped in front of the 3rd house on the right. Little brick house. Not attached to any other house. My dad very proudly announced, "This is our new home." We said, "What?" "This is our new home." We jumped out of the car, ran up to the house. I was in the 8th grade, my brother was in the 6th grade. We ran up to the house, we were so excited. Dad walked up there, took the keys out of his pocket, opened the front door, don't you know. Went inside, announced to my mother, my brother, and I, it has 2 bedrooms. One for you boys, one for your mom and me. And I'm gonna buy y'all some twin beds. Twin beds? We thought we died and gone to heaven. You see, living in that duplex, my brother and I slept on a cot in the kitchen. And every morning we'd argue over who's supposed to take it up, and every evening we'd argue over who's supposed to let it out. Now we were gonna have twin beds in our own room. My mother was in tears. She didn't know Dad had saved enough money to buy that house. She didn't even know that Dad had gone out and bought the house. Don't try that today, man. Not a good idea. You'll be living in that sucker by yourself. You and Rover the dog will be living in a brand new house. You better show your lady that house. But that was one of Dad's dreams. His American dream. Because when he walked off of that little farm, his 11 brothers and sisters They didn't walk off the farm to pursue their dream, but Dad did, because it was his dream. And unfortunately, the American dream today is under attack. It is under attack. And it is up to us to restore the pursuit of the American dream in the greatest country in the world. I call the attack of the Asians. Too much legislation, too much regulation, and too much taxation. That's what we are under attack. The liberals in Washington have hijacked our government. They have hijacked our government in Washington, D.C. And that's why the American people are under attack. So how do we take it back? How do we take back that thirst for the American dream? Three ways. First, stay united. Stay united. We are all united in what it is we want to see happen in this country. That's what this movement is all about, that they don't quite understand. We got to stay united. And because they can't find one person or two people to try and destroy so they can stop this movement, they have resorted to the only thing that they have left. Name calling. They're trying to divide us, demonize us, by name calling. You heard a lot of the names. You've been called racist. I've been called racist. I haven't figured that one out yet. I've been called every other nasty name because I happen to be an American black conservative. So yeah, keep calling. I've been called so many names. See, you're lucky. You don't get called but maybe one or two. I got a whole list. My list of names that I've been called because I'm an American black conservative, I started making a list and put it on the wall in my studio. And then, after thinking that I had been called everything except a child of God, I got a phone call from a caller one night who said, and this is how he sounded, Mr. Cain. Yes, sir. You are shameless. Shameless? I said, sir, why do you think I'm shameless? He said, you are shameless for you being a black man and criticizing our black president. I said, sir, it may be difficult for you to comprehend what I'm about to say. But I'm going to try. First of all, it may surprise you that some black people in this country can think for themselves. I don't need anybody to tell them how to think. And I said, this may be the second point I want to make with you, sir. May be even more difficult for you to comprehend. When we reach a point in this country when we cannot criticize our elected leaders, we are no longer a democratic republic. We have become a nation of tyranny, and we are not going to let that happen. We will not be ruled by tyranny. All across this nation, this movement is on fire. We have to stay united and not be intimidated by the name calling. And after I gave him those 2 points of knowledge, I said, have a nice life. Because that's not about what I'm talking again. So we got to stay united. Don't let people divide us, and don't let people divide what's happening in this country.